but hopefully we'll be able to get him in. We'll still play it out. We got us this Pendrake over on the team 1. Oh, it looked like Sparticle. If I didn't know this was Spart, I would think this is Spart. We got ourselves Rapideeps as a Demon Hunter. We got ourselves Revendare over on the Beastmaster Hunter. Wild Imp as a Demonology Warlock. And Chicago on that Enhanced Shaman. I like the backpack. I still need to go get that at some point. Got ourselves over in Team 2. Demon Frost going to be first up. As a Frosty DK with a big old two-hander in the back. We got ourselves Equine. We got ourselves Nace LP. Nasi LP and Reen, and hopefully Team 2 will end up getting their 5th loading in. Hopefully it's just a bit of a downtime for them. Gonna be wild them getting hit with a chain of ice. I wonder if he has a chain of ice that also puts down a like a haze debuff on you. Because there is a chain of ice talent that has a phase debuff. Going to be Demon Frost popping up full code as Wild Imp. Going to be getting the Tyrant really early. Stun on all the best. Demon Tyrant though. The Tyrant is not stunned. Is going to be grippy hand, gripping the back end. Stun on Demonic Frost as he's surrounded by the pets. Mortical as he's trying to catch up a little bit on healing. Definitely needs more Death Strikes. Is going to try to create some line of sight. Anti-magic zone. Needs to heal from those pets. Is going to be a bit of self-heal as he sacrifices the ghoul that sacrifices his own undead minion. And that's still a lot of demons just slicing right through him. Double Felger stacked together. Wild Imp finds a lot aside by porting over the gateway and just hits him with a quick snap of a Demon Bolt. And we do get our 5th loading in. It is going to be skills on the Arms Warrior. I love that tabard, by the way. I feel like it fills up Mock pretty well. The bloody tabard. Who's going to be up next? Looks like it's probably going to be skills next. By possibility, he does get Flesh Cut Burn. Maybe Icon. I don't even know how to say Kin. I guess I'll call him Kin. Next, it's almost like next of kin. That's as close as I can get that name right. I'm gonna give him a nickname just so I don't mess it up all the time. Kin in that camo, approaching near the gateway, is gonna be disengaging, making sure to land a Hunter's Mark on Wild Imp. Look at just staying in melee of him. As close as he can. Steel Trap on that pet. And actually, I think Wild Imp saw that his pet got Steel Trap. Try to go and maybe create some cutting opportunity. Trying to predict where the Hunter may be. Trying to land himself. A big old Decimating Bolt. Unable to. Gonna be Fear onto the pet. Stun onto Kin. As he's able to get a little bit of damage onto the pet. The failed Demon Doggers do get to arrive on the Hunter. He's trying to go and put some damage into these pets though. But should be worrying about his health. Quick Feint Death to get the clear of aggro from all these ads. He's getting himself a bit of Manic Bandages. As Wild Imp is trying to close the gap a little bit. Kin with a harpoon around the corner. Wild Imp trying to see if he can maybe reset up a gateway. It's going to be a Mortal Call into a full Tyrant versus Kin. Does Kin have anything for it? Feint Death, and the Tyrant is actually going to turn around and attack the pet instead. I think the pet might have taunted. Going to be the pet sack right now for Kin. Could be in big trouble. Minded the Turtle got himself exiled. Is going to escape the line of sight of the main Tyrant pet. But it's still not in the woods just yet. It's going to be Turtle as Wild Imp created some line of sight. They're trying to send out as many pets on him as he can. Kin with a Turtle Shell with a Manic Better, just trying to recover as much as possible. Wild Imp turning attention onto him. Whatever is the pet next to him, just try to get a bit of a drain life on it. Kin with the kill shots, getting some procs in it. Is he playing Venthyr? Might be playing Venthyr by the looks of it. Is he? Or is it Necro? I think it was Venthyr. Looks like he is Venthyr, because I was going to say that's a random kill shot. Freezing Trap on the Wild Imp, looking to escape the pets. Not completely out of the woods yet. Wild Imp could port on top of him. Quick Feint Death with, oh, I don't even know if he really needs a charge trap there. I think actually was okay. More to call into a Handle Gold done. Decimating Bolt to fall like Kin, I think it's going to be done for. As Wild Imp does get into more damage the lower Kin's health is, especially with that Decimating Bolt. Now, the Decimating Bolt actually scored a kill. That means Decimating Bolt hit Kin super low on health, so next Demon Bolts are giga buffed. Giga strong. Let me swap over to our duels mix real quick here, boys. Have some fun with it. A bit better music. What do I call you? Nasty LP. Nasty. It's almost like Lassie, but Nasty, right? Let's go with Nasty, yeah? Maybe? Potentially? Let's do that. Nasty. That'll work. Nasty, playing out that elemental. He's going to be starting off with the Earth Elemental really early on. Wild Imp tossing out a couple Demon Bolts in. Going to be Nasty, trying to create some, get I guess a better line of sight into a light lasso onto Wild Imp as he does have himself full double shield. Dark back together with a Flesh Scout. Mortical sent it to Nasty. as he get into Tyrant up and running. Nasty better have some defenses here. Potentially might want to use a wall here. Maybe their own personal wall together with the Earth Elemental wall. Not use the defenses just yet. Might need to use them though. Trying to land a heal. Wild up with the silence. Nasty could be in trouble. Needs some sort of defensive. There's going to be a stun to follow. Does get a pre-wall rolling before that stun comes out. Has the Earth Elemental still with their own wall to overlap on top of it. I don't even remember exactly how much of a defensive does the Primal Earth Elemental provide you. Is it like 20% DR? Because I'm pretty sure normal wall for Shamans, the Astral Shift, is a 40% damage reduction, which is a pretty big defensive overall. One of the bigger defenses out there in the game generally for a pretty short CD, a 1.5 minute CD. But I don't remember exactly what the Earth Elemental provides. Is the Earth Elemental still up? Did that thing get killed? Did Wildem just focus down the Earth at least super hard? He might have Mordecall onto Nasty. As they try to trick him, but it's going to be a stun right after into a Decimate Bolt. Huge damage. Does he have anything? Ground Totem is down. Does absorb a bit of damage. Nasty tried to pop off some bursts, but Wildem just ends up collapsing all the demons on top of him. And Reen looks like they have wings. They're ready. Free wings and maybe getting too excited for it. Well, wings came out immediately. Wildem sees those wings from a mile away, knows he's just going to go for as much kiting as he can. I'm not really sure what happened there, but wings were used by the Paladin really early. Got himself a defensive trinket. Interesting. I think Reen though plays prot mostly, which would explain why there's a tanky trinket. I wonder if that could work in PvP, because I think that's the trinket that reflects damage back to the enemy. But I wonder if it's a melee. I don't actually remember. I know it's one of the trinkets that all the tanks clamor for from the new raid, or from the current raid. But I don't know how good it actually is. It's going to be a full Tyrant as Ring get blasted. If Wildem has him, actually not even a Decimate Bolt, I think the Tyrant just ended up doing the work. We're hitting that 6-minute mark. Wildem so far has been doing it pretty wild with these boys, and Skills is going to be the last one left for his team. Full Flashcraft available. Wildem fully ready to go. Wants to give him as much of an honor duel, not letting the Tyrant off the leash start blasting him before he is ready. For Skills, he got himself full Arms Warrior gameplay. Defensive stands for 20% damage reduction to himself, his own damage, but also damage taken by 20%, which should make him pretty tanky here. If you got enough of self-heal capabilities, you should be in a good spot. Wildem swinging around the corner, trying to see if he can create some maybe opportunity. Has a port if he needs to stun around the corner onto Skills. Is going the long way around the pillar, not really rushing at him. Skills is away from any kind of viable pillar. Wildem dropping down the obelisk, which is going to give faster casting. Going to be Skills with a charge. Wildem porting away. It's going to be using his Dark Iron Racial, so he's actually denied a trinket for a minute. Going to be a reflect on the Mortical. Wildem trying to create some space. It's going to be full Shackles and Malediction. The chain is going to do all damage. Skills getting stunned before he can get up the ramp, and Wildem did have quite a bit of his health necrotic out, but he was doing okay otherwise. Good reflecting on Mortical there. Blaze Storm on all these pets. It's gonna go for a fear with another Blaze Storm, but actually that was an avatar that procced the free Blaze Storm. Gonna be a banner down. Full damage available for Skills. Looking to shatter and throw through his shield. Wildem's shield should be pretty heavily beat up at this point, and Skills not saying a stun long at all. Reflect, I'm not really sure exactly what reflected from Wildem. Does get the instrument on the Tyrant summon as he does close the gap. Is back in defensive stance to try to see if he can survive this. The Tyrant is going to join in. That is also going to be the Obelisk down. Flash cut while he's behind the pillar. The Tyrant is still going to be a bit of trouble for him. Could go for a pummel to interrupt the Tyrant. Probably should, honestly. But it looks like he might just be able to maybe slay him. If he can get any kills on any of these pets, I believe he might be able to get Victory Rush to keep himself afloat. Basically, I'm treating like as if it's a Xylem Mage Tower. Look at those demons like the big old chunks of ice for him to slay real quickly. I don't know if he'll be able to stun. He's going to go for a trick and trying to let inside Wildem as much as possible, reflect in case Wildem has summoned for him. More to call. Getting reflected back to Wildem. Wait, this is actually perfect. I wonder if this heals Skills. I don't think it does. I'm pretty sure Mortical only heals Wildem even if he CCs himself. Stun to Wildem, trinkets out of the board, and Skills just finds himself in a really tight spot. Gonna be that Decimate Bolt, popping every defensive. Gonna be that full dive by the sword. Defensive buffs are being used right now, but at no health, no self-healing at all, surrounded by demons. And Wildem just ends up whittling down over time. I like the Mortical reflects. I am surprised. I feel like Mortical should give you the heal if you reflected. But I'm pretty sure Wildem gets healed with a Mortical, even if it hits him or if it hits the warrior. And anyway...